Hey guys, Miguel here. I just wanted to point out that this episode has a lot of spoilers. So if you're interested in watching the movie without hearing any spoilers about it, then go watch the film and come back to this podcast later. Thanks for listening, and roll the intro music. Alright, welcome to Nerds, and More Nerds.
Imagine that.
We're going to talk about movies and games and all sorts of other things.
Nerd things. Speaking of which, that movie we just saw.
Oh, yes.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
So it's like, there were references to like basically everything.
Anything that you can think of in pop culture.
Just about everything, right? So it's not even like, it's not even really just like a nerd movie. It's like an everyone movie.
Yeah.
But it's more entertaining for people that are like, oh, that.
Yes.
That. That.
For a story that's about a single Easter egg, there were many Easter eggs within the movie, more than any movie.
A stupid amount of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Like for a nerd, like half of them I didn't even get.
Yeah, I agree.
More than half even. I'm just like, I don't know. Whoa.
What was your favorite? It's hard to pick just one.
I don't even know.
I think, I guess I'll go first. Well, there were two for me.
Okay.
Well, of course, the Rush 2112 poster and t-shirt, those were awesome. And then I loved the Gundam suit. That was amazing.
Yes, I thought you would.
That was awesome.
That was really cool.
Yeah, so good.
Gundam was awesome.
How about you, Miguel?
I really like the Ninja Turtle scene.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtle
with the
scene.
kids. Did you not see that?
The
kids,
yeah.
They were like fighting doing the karate. And it switched back into the game, and it was all four of them just.
Yeah. Okay.
It was so good.
Some of them happen so quickly.
They do.
Yeah.
But there were so many. It was like they wanted to include them all, but they couldn't just go this. You know,
Right.
Like we saw all of the major ones. I feel like this is a movie where you'd have to go back and watch it several times before you catch everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I noticed any Mario in that whole movie. Like I never saw like a Mario thing.
Zelda? I didn't see any Zelda in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Or unless like stuff like the coin, aspect of it was meant to be
Sort of
a related, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I think it might have fallen into like some sort of like trademark thing, or like they own the rights to put it in there.
Certainly.
But it was amazing that they were able to get the rights to everything that they did put in there.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
I think Steven Spielberg probably has a lot to do with that because he directed it and he has all of those.
Well, and he's been around for a long time too.
Yeah.
It's he lived through of course he lived through, but he saw what was popular and what was crazing in the 80s and the 90s and even today. So I mean, it couldn't have been done by like a better director, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the other things I really like about this movie, aside from all the Easter eggs, if you took out like most of the Easter eggs, some of them deal with the plot, but if you took out all the Easter eggs, it's still just a good story.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? The whole time I was watching it, I'm wondering, like, how did the guy write this? How did he write, the Easter eggs into the story? I haven't read the book, so I kind of feel like...
Nor have I.
Yeah, I kind of feel like at a bit of a, not disadvantage, but you know what I mean? Like,
it just makes me excited about literature, and it makes me want to go read something. Yeah. Makes me want to go read the book.
That for an Easter egg?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. But don't forget to have a real life outside of that. Yeah.
It even had a message, I was really, Are we like, or say, okay, so are we like ruining this for other people when we talk about it?
I mean, yeah, but I think I'm going to put a spoiler in the beginning, like, spoiler warning, hey.
We're talking about everything. Okay, so like, I'm really glad that the bad guy didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like that there was no like super crazy twist, like, you know, oh no.
If you're a good guy,
That's
you
it.
get murdered.
Yeah, right. You know, like,
Right.
You get no Easter eggs.
yeah, they were super clever. They were super smart. They did all their homework. They like, you know, man, it was cool. Them coming together like they did, you know, like I thought all that was really cool. Like, I don't know. I know, you know, the questioning started off with Easter eggs, and I still haven't answered that. But you know, I got to see it 3 more times.
Exactly.
Right.
Man.
But man, yeah, that it was like you said, like cinematically, just like that's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, like you can't merge, I think, all the technology that makes games now, and the real life acting and everything it took to capture like, you know, emotion and all the other like the animation and everything. Like, you know, this is probably the best CGI movie I've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, take that, Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Next to, like, Valerian, I think.
Yeah, that was another good one.
Valerian
Did you
was
ever see that one?
really
I have not, but I've heard great things about that.
Dude, you
movie.
gotta
Yeah.
see it.
I own it. I own it. We'll watch it another time.
Okay, and we could do one of these about that
Yeah,
too.
we'll do that. Yeah.
We have to, because that movie is
I heard
crazy.
that like, not to stray too much away from this movie,
Right.
We're talking about it. It's all relevant.
Yeah.
Nerds, and more nerds.
but yeah. But for this particular
Right.
podcast,
Yeah.
yes. But yeah, I heard that movie didn't get great reviews, but like, it was awesome. I heard.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
was incredible, and it got like the worst reviews in America. Like, it just didn't make as much money as it did in France, because that's where like, the comic was.
Didn't make as much money, huh?
Really
It's
big.
kind of relevant to Ready Player One a little bit.
See?
Huh? Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh, it didn't make enough money, huh? But it was
Yeah.
a fun time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, that's something that bugs me, is like a movie has to gross like triple what they put into it in order for it to be successful. The
Right.
same thing happened with Forrest Gump. That was a huge box office flop. But it's like one of the most popular movies of all time.
Right.
Yeah.
But yet, no Easter eggs in Ready Player One for Forrest Gump.
Yeah, no Forrest
Yeah,
Gump
what
eggs.
the heck?
I mean, like
I was waiting for a key to be in the box of chocolate, man.
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah. They could have slid that in there somewhere, and they didn't.
You know what I did really like though in Ready Player One
What's that?
is the
I mean, no.
like the music that they
Yes.
used,
Yeah.
primarily all from Back to the Future.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
That was awesome.
I like that his car was a DeLorean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was cool too.
that was awesome too. Yeah,
But I think I just figured out, you reminded me, and I think my favorite Easter egg was when they were in the whole Shining thing there for a minute.
Yeah.
And H said, we got no business being in 237. 'Cause that's what yeah, no, I'm trying to think of his name. Scatman Crothers, the
Yeah,
character
yeah.
he plays in The Shining, that's what
Yeah.
he says to Danny when he
Yeah.
asks him about 237.
Yeah.
We got no business being in 237.
Yeah.
Stay out.
That's-
Stay out.
That's
It's like,
good one.
I love it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he said, or when she said that, it was like, or I mean, I just ruined it for
Well,
someone else.
you know what? Spoiler. We already said spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Many,
okay.
many spoilers.
So many spoilers.
The whole movie's spoiled.
That's what you get with movie reviews.
Easter
Yeah.
eggs,
Spoilers.
spoilers. Easter
And
eggs, spoilers. Ready
everything.
Player One.
And here at Nerds, and more nerds, we just can't keep it to ourselves. I mean, it's just, you know.
You get what you listen
Listen
to.
So take that.
So there.
But man, that was so entertaining. Like
Yeah, it
I
was.
would go and see that again
Oh,
Yep.
same.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and pay for it this time. Miguel, thank you for
Thank you very
yeah,
much.
Not
for
a
doing
problem,
that, man.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but he gets the incentive of being a member at Imagine. So
Yeah.
you know he doesn't
What if
mind
we
buying
become-
all the tickets.
Oh, bad.
Or as my phone said, Emma Jean.
Imagine. Yeah, that's not a word.
Jeez,
Yeah.
those are
I mean, they
names.
spell it wrong.
Right.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
Ready Player One.
Man, I'll give it 3 thumbs up, and I don't even have another thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still do.
Yeah.
10 stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gold stickers across the potty training board for that one.
That's right.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
Oh yeah.
Gold stickers, 10 stars, 3 thumbs up. I mean, what else? 2 shamrocks.
Yeah.
And a big fat Easter egg
Yeah.
That's right.
for Steven
Yeah.
Spielberg.
Right?
And Ernest Cline, who wrote the book. But yeah.
I'm kind of. Did you guys see anything for E.T. in there? Was E.T. in there?
I'm sure it was, but I didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, with everything that
Yeah.
happened.
It was literally every 5 seconds there was an Easter egg.
Yeah. Looking for E.T.
It was like a movie of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Like,
Looking for E.T. and you found
That's-
Battletoads.
yeah,
They were
on
at the forefront.
Forefront, yes.
They led the charge. Yeah, that was funny. They were at the beginning too, though. You saw them at the beginning.
Yes.
When they were showing Planet Doom or whatever that was,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That, man, that's just like the idea of that. The idea of like, you know, I want to go here. You're not going anywhere really, but you're
Right.
going there. You know, and then like
Yeah.
anything you can do is there.
Yeah.
That's nuts to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Same.
like to write that though, you know,
Yeah.
like the movie aside. I mean, it's easy for me to conceive them making a film like that. But this guy wrote this book, and I don't know when, you know. So that's another disadvantage. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
when he didn't write it in 2045, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
2044.
So I mean, like, what in the hell could he have conceived the future to be like?
Let's.
Even past what we already understand about video games up to this day and how
Right.
advanced they are, like that blows my mind.
Totally.
The vision, the
I think-
the imagination.
Yeah. I think another,
2011.
See?
Oh, wow.
2011.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess he
then-
knew enough.
Yeah, maybe he did know.
He knew enough.
About drones and all that.
Drones are.
But what were
super
you gonna
relevant,
say?
Well, I was gonna say, like, maybe the movie might have, or like Steven Spielberg, since he knows what the future is like now, 2018.
Oh,
if the
okay.
book was written in like the 90s or something.
So a lot of
Yeah.
But it is written in 2011. Thank you very much, Travis, for your
No problem.
journalistic background.
No problem.
Bume. So yeah, I guess like some director licenses were taking, you could kind of run with it a little bit, expand on it, glitz it up a bit.
Certainly.
But man, that just like, I don't know. I like the whole damn thing. I think, it was just
Yeah.
so cool.
It was a fun ride.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was actually bummed it ended.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all things, must come to an end.
Yeah, they must.
That's
Or
right.
we'd be living in that theater. And then you'd say, I wish this movie would end. I wish I would have just read the book.
Yeah. I should have just read the book. I was told about this like last year too.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like, "Oh, you got to read the book because like they're making a movie of it, but the book's always going to be better." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, shut up." And I only saw that because of who was telling me. But
Yeah. Lex Luthor.
right.
Oh,
Well,
no.
basically. But man, I'm gonna go and find that book now because
Yeah. It's at the
Yeah.
store.
I feel
It is.
like
Barnes
Go
and
to
Noble.
the store
Or
and buy it.
Amazon?
I can go to the store.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Well,
You could do that.
yeah.
You could get a copy of it.
I like that in the movie, how like the drones like delivered
the pizza.
Yeah. It's like, what? They're like, pizza's here. Like, are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
Stuff like that, man.
But we're
It's-
not too far from that,
Yeah.
Not to drift too far away from the movie, but
Certainly not.
I've heard about like Amazon starting to do that kind of stuff with food.
Yeah.
Like Amazon Fresh, where they.
The grocery shopping
Yes.
drones. Yep.
How awesome is that?
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat.
It's kind of
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
But how much can the drones carry without being
don't know.
Over encumbered.
Yeah.
And then pretty soon we're gonna not have a reason to leave our houses.
See, that's kind
Yeah.
of spooky.
That's yeah.
You know?
We're living into that future.
We
Yeah.
are.
And VR.
VR is
It's
real.
only gonna get
It's
better.
Going in there, you know.
And it's in its infancy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to explode.
I'm
I mean,
kind
like,
of excited to see, you know, if they get those like the mat he was running on, the
Yeah.
treadmill.
Yeah,
but
the-
like
the, like,
360, like
it goes whatever direction you're going
Yeah.
in. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, see, that's what I mean. Like, watching that was like, you know, okay. Now, this will be a big, like, offshoot, but movies show you what's going to happen in the next 10 years. You watch a movie, like, you look at, like, old James Bond movies, the gadgets and gizmos he had, they were like, whoa, I didn't know they made those back then. And now it's like, oh, yeah, that's 20 years old, you know?
Apple Watch.
I mean, come on. He's
Yeah.
talking into a wristwatch, and now, like, people, like, make phone calls with it. I saw a girl talking to her wrist the other day. She was just like, I'm looking at this statue. Where's your phone? Like, what's going on? You know,
It's on a
goofiness.
wrist.
Either way.
I heard a young man walking down the street with his watch, and he said, "Run away, Zordon." So there's that.
Wow. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's happening, you know? Like,
It is.
this movie was just like kind of another nod to, like, you know, get ready, brace yourself, you know, get in the mindset. This stuff is coming sooner than you think. And like, I don't know that I'm as, like, spooked or freaked out of it as, you know, as I was maybe 5 years ago.
Right.
Because before, it's, you know, you hear about this stuff and you're like, you know, oh, just more mind control, or it's a way to trap you, or blah, 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 and scary stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the way it's integrated, the way it was, I mean, like, obviously, yeah, the moral, hey, don't live in video games, get real, you know, stop it.
Yeah.
Which is a great message for right now. Because
At
how
least
many
live
people...
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
take...
You know.
It was
Take
on
Mondays,
time.
Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays,
Yeah.
and Sundays off. But on Thursday and Tuesday, yeah, be a person, you know?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Go out into the real world and
Yeah.
kiss a girl.
It
Make
almo-
your own eggs.
It almost had like two messages, like that, you know, be a person, but then also like have fun with your friends.
Yeah.
You know?
There was
Like if-
definitely a like...
Yeah.
You know, it. Well, he said it in the movie. He said, you know, it was never meant to be a one-player game.
Yeah,
That's right.
Boom.
that's right.
So stop it, all you Call of Duty freaks.
Ready Player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, high five. Yeah.
That's the moral of the movie.
That's right. Yep.
Man.
Very good movie.
To people who would listen to this, go see the film.
Yes.
Yes.
Go see the film even if you haven't read the book. And then maybe read the book, you know, read
If,
it.
you know, if you want to, if you're into
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your
Yep.
thing. I mean, I
Yeah.
like reading. You
Right.
know, I was in a rush. I wanted to see this movie. I didn't
Yeah,
know what was
totally.
going on.
Yeah.
If you got headphones, listen to the audiobook.
Beam. Yeah,
There
use
you
your
go.
imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe go see the movie 2 more times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen to it in your car on the way to go do something. On the way to go see the movie.
Yeah, possibly.
Or, you know, don't watch it, don't read it, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's your life.
Be a jerk. I mean, we're just nerds, and more nerds. I mean, what do we know? You know?
Yeah.
But we know you should go see the movie.
Definitely.
Ready Player 1.
Yeah. All right, I guess we're just going to end it. So,
Even though I don't even think that's, like, all we have to say about it. I mean, I could go on.
Yeah.
But we are standing outside in a parking lot.
and I don't have a hoodie on like you,
Oh, yeah.
smart guys.
We came
do.
prepared
Yeah,
for
we
this
are.
powwow.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't even know it was happening, and I was prepared.
Boom.
Boom.
Man, I really want to play a game like that, though, where
That
you're
would be
just
cool.
like spilling people and collecting coins. Like,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
They gave me like a new kind of like zeal for video games. All like, you know.
The bar has been set.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanna know, man. That's nuts. You know, you just scan through the air and look for, oh, this gun, yes. What? Crazy. And I like that he used all of his tools that he bought. You know,
Yes.
he went on a spending spree, and it was like, dude, what are you doing?
All
But then it was
essentials.
like, look what I've got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smart.
yes.
All the
Quite.
3 things he was using.
I
Yep.
like that that they didn't say what that cube was for at first, because then he was just like, wait. Ha. And
Yeah.
they were like,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, what happened happened.
right, and
Yep.
then the story kept going.
Yeah.
So it didn't end
Indeed.
there.
Yeah.
Right.
Haha, you gotta go see it now.
We won't tell you what happens to the protagonist. Haha.
Or his friend
Haha.
that he found.
And this is where we end it. Goodbye.
Oh, all right.